Hey family, how are you? Happy Vlogmas Day 20. This was not a part of today's vlog. I actually just recorded the whole vlog throughout the day and something happened. So I chose to pause the vlog for a second, and I really wanted to come and talk about this. What really made me not be afraid to get on my platform and talk about this is because I was discussing it on the phone, and one of my supporters heard me because they was in back of me, and it resonated with me. Like, I'm human just like everybody else. You don't know what that person behind me was going through. You don't know if they experienced the same thing. And I'm never ashamed of my truth. Even though as many times as I come on this platform and share my truth, people judge me for it, I'm totally convinced that they do it to make themselves feel better about their situations. So I say all that to say today was going amazing, and some really unexpected events happened. First, I want to start off by saying I don't allow my children to have social media. Not because social media is a bad thing, not because children shouldn't have social media. I feel like my children aren't ready for social media. I'm an influencer. As an influencer, I influence others to do certain things. You are an adult, so you know right from wrong. I could get on this platform right now and say, everybody go eat these amazing hot bag of spicy chips. You as an adult want to say, nah, that's going to mess up my stomach. Or, hey, I want to try those. Those sound great. As kids, you use words like good, great, amazing. They're just going to go do it because they're heavily influenced and they can't decipher right from wrong. That's the only reason why they shouldn't have social media yet. I don't think they can decipher right from wrong. But as a parent, the more you try to shield your kids from things and tell your kids, no, they can't do nothing, what do? They sneak behind your back and they do it anyway. And it's just how kids are. So one of my children had social media and someone brought it to my attention, something they posted, and it was regarding suicide. I want to let y'all know that mental health is very real. When it comes to mental health in children, it's even more real. Suicide rates in children has gone up at its all-time high. As being raised in an African-American household, my mom would have said, I'm gonna beat your ass. You don't stop talking like that. All that foolishness, you better cut it out. I would have got disciplined, not knowing that I need some type of mental help. The things that my daughter posted while she wanted to commit suicide was things that I know that she needs support in. So I want her to know that her feelings are valid. Kids has been talking about suicide more on social media. So other kids are really influenced by it. They're talking about it more. It's a thing now. This is a thing. So many kids are doing it. So many kids are talking about it. It's not like back in the days where it's taboo. So if someone's telling my daughter that she's black and her hair is ugly, her skin is ugly, stuff like that, her natural reaction is, I want to commit suicide. Because that's what everybody else on the internet did. All the other kids, when they was being bullied or when they didn't feel happy, they committed suicide. So, hey, this is what I want to do. So my first questions to her, what is suicide? How would you go about committing it if you wanted to do it? She had no knowledge on those things. So that let me know right there that she hears this going around the internet. She sees it going on the internet. So she think it's a problem solver. All people bullying me, suicide. All people say I'm ugly. People say I'm this. People do suicide because I don't like it. I am going to take this time as a parent to help build her character. I reached out to a social worker for emotional support. I know a lot of, especially in the African American community, we don't do therapy. We don't reach out to social workers. They're going to take your kids away. Why? Are you a bad parent? Are you neglecting them? Are you abusing them? It's a cry for help. I'm going to get my kids as much help as I can get them. No matter how many times I tell her she's beautiful, love the skin she's in, love her hair, love everything about her, it's always going to hit different when kids your age are bullying you about those things. I had my moment where I broke down. I cried as a parent. That's gut-wrenching, heartbreaking. I went through so many emotions so quick. Like, what did I do as a parent? How did I feel? What's going on? Let me tell you, these are things that's just going to happen in life. And we need to tackle it now. Even if you never sat your kid down and spoke to them about suicide and you feel like, oh no, my kid will never, we don't even talk like that in my house. Them kids gotta go to school. Them kids got friends. Them kids watch YouTube. And if you don't have them on no social media, they looking at their friends' social media while they on the school bus, at lunchtime, in the bathroom. There's no way to avoid it. So you might as well teach them healthy ways with how to live with it, because you can't avoid it. No matter how hard you try, you can't. You can't. I don't smoke weed. You think my kids not gonna be exposed to weed smoke? Their friends doing it, their parents doing it, everybody doing it. So the only thing I can tell them is why it's not healthy to do and the consequences that come behind doing it. And if it's a habit that you can afford, get high. You can't stay here. Period. We can't shun them away from these things. So my first thought was to snatch the phone. No more internet, no more iPad. That's a quick fix. What's going to happen when she go back to it? What lesson did she learn besides to be sneakier so mommy won't catch it? So we're going to learn healthy ways on how to cope with this. We're going to do therapy. We're going to talk. We are going to work on self-confidence. Also, I'm going to be very transparent. This is the way of the world. I'm a grown lady. People bully me. They say mean things to me. This is just life. There's no way to, even when you become a big grown adult, bullying just going to come in different forms. You even going to get bullied at work. But this time, the bully ain't going to be your friend. It's going to be your boss. The bully going to be your coworkers. And they ain't cursing you out. They ain't calling you black, stupid, and ugly. They bullying you professionally. How you going to handle that? It's going to happen. It's going to always happen. When you were walking down the street, when you in Walmart, when you driving, when you at work, it's going to always happen. And the older you get, the worse it may get. So I'm not going to shield you and pretend like this is not in the world. It is in the world. It's of the world. But I want to show you how to be better than that. And I want to show you how to cope with that. And I want to show you how to overcome that. And now that we are here, this is something that we're dealing with. It's heavy on me. I honestly, I can't even express to y'all how I feel. Right now, she's in a session. She's in a therapy session. We're going to continue this. I'm gonna be even more hands-on than I am now. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm as hands-on as possible. So can't nobody say you ain't watching them kids. You don't know what them kids doing in that room. We live in a walk-in closet. We ain't got no choice but to see what each other doing. How we gonna hide it from each other? I'm in my kid's face 24 hours, 7 days a week. Guess what? You think she had TikTok and all that on her phone? Nope. She uninstalled it. And when I go to sleep at night, she installed it. Yeah, these kids know how to be sneaky. They know. They ain't stupid. Yeah, they know. So today we're going to be really big on mental health. I really made this video just to come to you and tell you, as a parent, do not allow nobody to make you feel bad for anything. And maybe if these conversations was had more out loud and more people would talk about it, it'll be more of the norm. Guess what? Everybody yelling suicide, suicide, suicide. Why are we not having the discussions? Talk about it in your home. Bring it up over dinner. Take your kid out to a nail date, a spa date, a toy date. Take them down to eat. Talk about it. Let this be a normal conversation. When your kids get 13, 14, 15, talk about sex. I know it's hard. I know it's awkward. And half the times our parents ain't even sit down and talk to us about shit. So we don't know. But let's be better than that. Y'all, I'm going to finish this vlog off tomorrow with all the content that I had. Today, it just got really rough for me. But I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Well, forever, there's no one better.